Because the court's decision to say is final, except when you have like the appellate court and then the Supreme Court, which is the apex court after that. So would it have been so painful for them to just give a ruling and say that with all the evidence found, etc., we have decided to uphold the impeachment? Because what you've done by then saying that you have found this discrepancy here and there is that you have opened the door for all the vermin to fly into the house. You have basically said that, yes, we realize and we understand that something else could have been done, but we're going to throw some 50 million shillings at it to get you to keep quiet in that corner. While we understand that judicial officers have a duty of care to take into consideration the political atmosphere and to take into consideration the everything that could possibly happen, I'm not a judge or a lawyer, but it just seemed like a rookie move to then tell people that you see the mistake that has been made, but you're not going to do anything about it. It doesn't matter who it was. It could have been Rigathi Gachagua, it could have been your pet dog. It doesn't matter that you pronounced yourself having seen a mistake, but that you're going to throw money at it. Now, what it does, if we look politically, is that it kind of buffers what is in the public arena, that you can throw money at something to solve an issue when we don't want to address the matter at hand. Beyond Rigathi Gachagua, other things. Do you see that seeping into the politics of the day?
Yeah. You know, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua and his lawyer said that it's not about the money, 50 million bob. Then I rolled my eyes. I said, it's not about the money. However, one of the things that he had wanted is to find out whether they can be treated as a retired deputy president. You know, so that he falls in the category of Chief Justice Maraga, the speakers, and you know the benefits that accrue to that. So,
I don't know. I think they were bragging rights for him.
Yeah, of course, it's about money.
Nowhere he wouldn't be able to step in the country if, for example, you say that the impeachment has been overturned. My God, there's feathers in a peacock's bush.
And the kind of things he was asking for include access to the VIP lounge.
And I think what the ICO did is, I mean, you know, during Sunday school, we were told about something called purgatory. I think they placed him in Palystore, purgatory, so that he doesn't know whether he's moving left, whether he's moving right, and maybe they're assisting him to manage expectations so that he can go to the Court of Appeal and eventually go to the Supreme Court. But in my view, I don't know why Kenyans are very keen on what Dent has been saying, that the law is very clear. There's a senior attorney general, one of your seniors, who said that the law is never clear, because if it was clear, then we will not need lawyers and judges and magistrates. So it's important for Mr. Rigathi Gachagua and his lawyers. I hope they are filed so that we can get something coming from the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court, so that then people respect this thing called impeachment. While lawyers and the judiciary will review the process, majority of politicians will be interested in content, because there are so many impeachment motions we've seen at the Senate, and on the face of it, you know, these gentlemen are stolen Mura's chicken. These gentlemen are stolen Alima's chicken. But you know, those senators vote in a particular way, or on account of a technicality, somebody is set away free. So in my view, we must, and again, what the Court of Appeal, the High Court indicated, let them come up with that legal framework. I don't know whether it's an act of parliament, so that these impeachments can actually serve Mura's interest. Because impeachment was never meant to be a trial, a criminal trial.
Plus, I don't think that this particular impeachment had anything to do with the Kenyan people.
Yep.
This particular one.
Well, you know, we are told that it was an account of being shareholders. It's an account of asking people from your village to come and kiss your ring. You know, we were given many reasons.
Let's give it a name: divorce proceeding.
Yeah, okay. And you know, nobody wants to see how this sausage is being manufactured. People wanted to see the outcome, the results. So, if for some reason Eric and I come from the same village and we decide to run for governor, and he's my running mate, but upon assuming office, he starts threatening my position as the governor for my county, I should find it in my interest to kick him out. He needs to remain loyal for 10 years. Or when I find him, ameanza kunichimba kule kwa ofisi, having nocturnal meetings with my CECs, chief officers, I will kick him out. So let's make it very easy to have all these things taking place. However, as I've said times above number, and I may be stepping on somebody's toes, any leader in Kenya would actually respect equity and equality. should be a candidate for impeachment because you've been elected to preside
just ruled
over.
out as a greater percentage of the
Yeah.
leaders.
You've been elected to preside over allocation of national resources. Why should somebody in Mosocho suffer on account of a leader who wants a lion's share of the taxpayers' resources to go to his village and not Mosocho? You know, those are candidates for impeachments. And as I keep on repeating, if we do not place a huge premium on meritocracy, character, competence, and capacity, these lawyers like Eric will have a lot of work around these impeachment motions because you said he participated in a number of impeachments, so he'll be having a lot of work. Let's have a very clear legal framework so that every Kenyan, whether you are born here or not,